Eyes will be on Jim Ryun. It's Jim's first big test since the Olympic Games in Mexico City. He's had a little bit of trouble this year with a swollen knee that kept him out of the race last week at Berkeley. And I can't say that he's an unknown quantity, but certainly we don't know what Ryun is able to do really at this time. His best this year is a 3:57.6 that he ran in a relay. So we just want to see what Jim Ryun can do, the great world record holder in the mile as well as the 1,500 meters. Last week at Berkeley, Chuck Lebenz of Arizona State won in great fashion with a tremendous finishing kick, winning in 3 minutes 58 and 4/10 seconds. Marty LaCour of Villanova has run 3:43.3 this year for 1,500 meters, which is worth 4 minutes for a mile. But of course, that's not nearly what Marty is able to run according to LaCour himself. John Lawson of the Pacific Coast Club was also under 4 minutes last week with a 3:59.5, as was Sam Baer with 3:58 and 4/10. And in this race will be LaCour's teammate from Villanova, Frank Murphy, who has run 4 minutes and 5/10 of a second this year. So it should be a tremendous mile run. Ryun, the world record holder at 1,500 meters in 3:33.1, at 1 mile in 3:51.1, and of course at 880 yards as well in 1:44.9. Jim was married last January to Ann Snyder, and he is a senior at the University of Kansas. John Mason of the Pacific Coast Club with a great finish at the Modesto, California relays, winning in 4 minutes and 5/10 there. He's another one that should be watched in this race. They're ready for the start, and off they go. And at the first turn, Mason in the lead, Lebenz in second, Olesen in third, Baer in fourth, and Ryun is running last at this moment. John Mason and Chuck Lebenz, Ole Olesen, Sam Baer, Frank Murphy, Jose Neri, Marty LaCour, John Lawson, and Jim Ryun. John Mason, the defending AAU 1,500 meter champion, formerly attended Fort Hays State, and 32 and 2/10 seconds for the first 2:20, which is not a fast beginning at all. And hopefully the tempo will start to pick up, otherwise we're not going to have the fast mile race that was anticipated here. They're very well bunched as they come in to the end of the first 4:40, with Mason still leading, Lebenz in second, then Baer on the inside, Olesen on the outside, Murphy in fifth, and Ryun still trailing at the end of the pack. 61 and 9/10 seconds for the first 4:40, not as fast as we would like to see it. Last week at Berkeley, they were under 60 seconds for the first quarter. Mason, who is a very versatile runner from 1,500 meters up to cross country. Last summer in Stockholm, he defeated Olympic champion Kip Keino in one of Keino's rare defeats. Ryun now up into third spot. He's moved up from last spot into third, following John Mason and John Lawson, the two teammates from the Pacific Coast Club, with Ryun now in third, Lebenz in fourth, Frank Murphy moving up on the outside into fifth. Coming into the end of 880 yards, and Mason in the lead as he has been since the outset of this race, having a 3-yard lead on the leaders. Ryun now moving up in the second spot and about a yard or yard and a half behind John Mason. They passed the half in 2:01.2, so we're going to have a very fast last half in this race. Mason the leader, Ryun in second, Lawson in third, Murphy in fourth, Lebenz in fifth, LaCour in sixth. And here we see the two Kansans. John Mason from Phillipsburg, Kansas, Jim Ryun from Wichita, Kansas. Then it's Frank Murphy of Villanova and Ireland and Lane in the third spot. John Lawson in fourth, Marty LaCour in fifth, Sam Baer in sixth, Chuck Lebenz in seventh, Jose Neri in eighth, and Ole Olesen. Murphy looking very strong in the third spot, almost up on Ryun's shoulder now. Mason now relinquishing his lead to Murphy with the gun lap sounding. 3 minutes and 4/10 for the 3/4. And it's Frank Murphy, who ran for Ireland in the Olympic Games. He was eliminated in the 1,500 meter heats there, and he's leading Jim Ryun with Sam Baer in third, Marty LaCour in fourth, John Mason in fifth, and John Lawson in sixth. Now going into a sprint down the back straight, it's Murphy and Ryun with LaCory in third on the outside, Bear in fourth on the inside. 220 yards to go. And now Ryun bursting into the lead. Ryun, then Murphy, LaCory, and Bear. And now LaCory coming up into second spot to attempt to challenge Ryun. Coming off the turn, it's Ryun. Ryun opening it up to 5-6 yards. Sam Bear now then moving up into second spot. It's Ryun, Bear. Ryun and Bear. Ryun, Bear. LaCory and Murphy. Then Lawson, Mason, LaBenz, Neary, and Olison.